slowly he built. And then, some of the, Krishna tests. But once you clear the test, then Krishna gives. But Krishna is not easy to please also. अगर हमको लगे ना कि हमने 4 क्लासेस अटेंड कर ली हैं, अब बन गई बात, तो चलें गोलोक, निकल लें, बस खड़ी है बाहर, गोलोक वृंदावन धाम. Not that easy. We have done so much bad in our life. How many of you have done bad in your life? Raise your hand. Right? This is what you know of this life. Previous lives you don't even remember. क्या उसका क्या होगा? तो करना पड़ेगा ना. It's there with you. All the bad that we do, it is stored in our body. उसका वापस आता है ना, जो वो बॉडी में रहता है, माइंड में रहता है, कॉन्शियसनेस में रहता है. कहाँ जाएगा वो? It doesn't go anywhere until you take on bhakti yoga. You cannot do anything. You can replace your knees 10,000 times. You can replace your knees. How will you replace your consciousness? There is no method to it except for bhakti yoga. So then, he created. So there are 2 words over here that are very important in the last line: Nirvishesh and Shunyavadi. The Western and the modern philosophies are these 2 types of philosophies. They are bogus philosophies. Srila Prabhupada, if you see, there are many interviews of his. He just goes and demolishes. We can't do that. But he demolishes. On national television in the US, he's saying the church has failed people. It has failed to answer the questions that people have. I'm not saying church good, bad. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what he said. Actually, the anchor asked him, so do you think the church has failed? He said, yes, in many ways. Otherwise, there would be God consciousness everywhere. If organized religion was successful, then everybody would be God conscious. If God is there, yes, and organized religion is trying to bring people close to God, but people are not coming close to God, right? Then there is something wrong over there. So Nirvishesh is called, nobody is important. Nirvishesh, koi bhi vishesh nahi hai. Everybody is God. Bogus philosophy. And then Shunyavadi is, everything is zero. Scientology and a lot of that stuff that comes out of Shunyavadi. Everything is zero, nothing is important. Everything is going to go into much. You just live your life, then you die, then what happens, don't know. This is it. You are born, starting, you die, end. It's like, it cannot be like, right? If you think about it, it cannot be that. Can it be that? That when you are born, that is the beginning of your life, and then when you die, that is the end of your life. Khao piyo, mauj karo, mar jao. That's whole Western philosophy, whole Western civilization is based on that. It's called bodily concept of life. You are this body. Enjoy, consume, die. And if you just observe closely, just think about it. All the problems of the world are because I am this body, so I have this need, so I need this, so I'm consuming. The whole planet, when Sundar Gopal Prabhu was here, he showed that slide, remember? The rate at which we consuming, everybody wants to become America, right? America consumes 20% of the resources of the world. If everybody becomes like America, we will need 5 planets just to survive. So these were some of the philosophies that Srila Prabhupada, he refuted, and he established pure principles of Bhakti Yoga and Bhagavad Gita, which is that simple. You are a soul. You have this body in this lifetime. And then the biggest principle of Sanatana Dharma is what? What does it teach you? What does Sanatana Dharma teach you? Huh? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that is, yeah. So that is, so I'm referring to something else right now. What does it ultimately teach you? Practically how to live your life. It teaches responsibility. Every action of yours, you are responsible. If something good is happening to you, you're responsible. If something bad is happening to you, you are responsible. It is your karma coming back to you. Don't blame anybody and don't blame God for what is happening in your life. जब सब कुछ अच्छा चल रहा होता है तो वी से वाओ ग्रेट, जब कुछ गलत आता है तो कहते हैं भगवान ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं मेरे साथ. भगवान भगवान यही, दैट्स व्हाट वी से, राइट. भगवान इज नॉट some cruel person sitting somewhere saying do this to that guy, do that to that guy. No, he's not doing any of that. It is only our karma coming back to us only. Yes. What does that mean? Now when we take on bhakti yoga, something different happens. Something very different happens. So let's continue with chapter 6 and then we'll see what happens in bhakti yoga. Yes, you can see. Working. So last time we stopped here. I'm not this body, I'm not this mind also. By Lord's grace, I can control the mind. Now, what is yoga? Now, this is all about Dhyan yoga, right? This is where the yoga starts. So, yoga redefined. Anybody would read this? What is yoga? So that is called yoga. Yoga means to join. Yeah, to get connected. Yoga means that, to get connected. Union between individual consciousness and supreme consciousness. Individual consciousness is what? We. Our individual consciousness connected to the supreme consciousness. That process is called yoga. Now, there are different types of yoga. We will look at that. What are the different types of yoga? But before that, what it is not. Let's read that, okay? It is not simply breathing exercises. It is not like a physical drill. It is not PT, yoga. It is not physical exercises for a healthy body, although that is one of the side effects of it. Yeah, you get a flexibility, you get many benefits out of it. It is not going to the Himalayas. Yeah, and it is not better facility for sense enjoyment. People think if I do yoga, then I'll have a fitter body and I can do more with my body. That's not the purpose of yoga. It is not to make you attractive. It is not to make you flexible so you can have better sex life. There are a lot of Western studios of yoga where you go over there and it's like you're going to get a very attractive, young, youthful body if you take on yoga and practices of yoga. That is not what yoga is. So these are, now let's look at this. The first one is Sakam Karma. Sakam Karma is good deeds, pious deeds. यज्ञ करते हैं, उसके results मिलते हैं हमको. Second one is Nishkam Karma, which is you don't have any desires to earn anything, but you're doing it as out of duty. I love this जो logo बनाया है यहाँ पर. This is a mother, this is a modern woman, which taken from Durga Devi, right? So she's doing many multitasking over there, right? And these are the duties. The third is Gyan Yoga. Gyan Yoga is thinking. on the mental platform. You think and you merge them. Ashtanga Yoga is, everybody would have heard this word, right? Ashtanga Yoga. There are many yoga schools that are run on Ashtanga Yoga, and a lot of people follow this also. And you practice different yoga poses, and through that you can earn mystic powers. A lot of mystic powers. You can bend things. You can tell what's going on outside the building when you are here, exactly what's going on over there. You can produce something from your hand. You can sit in -10-degree temperature with bare minimum clothes and nothing. It's like mystic power because you're not on a body platform. That is Ashtanga Yoga. You get mystic powers. And the highest form of yoga is Bhakti Yoga. So let's actually go deeper into each one of these. Kya hota hai? So you choose your goal and that defines your role. Meaning, if you're clear about what is the goal of your life, then accordingly, your behaviors will be aligned to that. Yes? If your goal of life is to make money, then your behaviors will be aligned to that, right? You'll be gaining knowledge about how to make more money, what am I good at, what can I do more, how can I learn more, where can I improve. Yeah. If your goal is to be happy, you will seek happiness, right? If your goal is to attain Krishna, then your behaviors will be aligned to that. Who is Krishna? First is, who is Krishna? Second, why should I go to Krishna? Then how to get there, right? Who is Krishna? Why should I go to Krishna? And then how to go to Krishna? Right? So when your goal is clear in life, that defines your role. So you should all write down right now. Take 1 minute and write down what is the goal of your life. Think about it. Krishna viewers, what is the goal of your life? Very nice. Yeah, I think we can call them milestones. But overarching goal of the life, we should be very clear. And you all can write down whatever, and then I'll tell you what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, what should be the goal of our life. So we go by what Krishna says, what is there in the Shastras. We don't go by mental speculation of, I want my goal to be to have $10 billion. No. That's just, right now, my mind is just saying that. On what basis? So goal has to be based on certain basis, on certain knowledge. Otherwise, whatever goal, so to say, you will create will be just something materialistic. It will involve money, name, fame. That's it. तीसरा कुछ नहीं है. Money, name, fame. उसके different versions होंगे. गाड़ी, बंगला, पैसा, नौकर, चाकर, post position. And it doesn't give any joy, fulfillment, satisfaction, happiness. Let's look at Ashtanga Yoga. It's a very austere and strict process, Ashtanga Yoga, to attain the Supreme. There are physical and mental practices that we have to do for Ashtanga Yoga. And there are a lot of difficulties. So, like for example, a lot of you who are above 60 right now, senior citizens, you will not be able to do many of the yogic postures. You cannot perform that. You can't arch your back and bend it like a bridge. You can't do that. You can't do Surya Namaskar fully because your knees will not allow you. Not just you, anybody who's above 65 will have a difficulty. Yeah, you can do some of them, but you can't do all of them. So क्या होती है? What is Ashtang Yoga? So this is Ashtang Yoga is described in Bhagavad Gita chapter 6 in 6.13 and shloka 6.14. Samam kaya shirogrivam dharayan achalam sthira samprekshya nashikagram swam dishash chanavalokayan prashantatma vigat dhira brahmachari vrate sthita manah samyam machitto yukta asita mat praha. Some words over here. Dharyan, Nashika gram, focusing on the nose. Then Prashant Atma in 6.14 means calm mind. Brahmachari means free of sex desire. Manaha Samyam, keeping the mind calm. Yeah, little Sanskrit. I'm trying to bring it out. It's very easy. ये सब words हमको पता है, लेकिन वो एक साथ जब उसको read करता है कोई तो we don't catch it fully. So what does it mean? 6.13 and 6.14. Translation. Somebody read this.
Thus, when an uneducated, submissive mind, devoid of fear from sex life, one should meditate upon me within the heart.
That is Ashtang Yoga, not just physical postures. So neck, body, and head. Neck, spine, and head in straight line. Stare steadily at the tip of the nose like that. Then now the next part is not easy to do, which is devoid, unagitated, subdued mind. इसको करने में तो पूरी उम्र निकल जाती है. But that is what you have to do. Devoid of fear. This अगर पहला वाला कर लिया तो second वाला और मुश्किल है. No fear. When I read this, how can you not have fear? Tell me, how can you not have fear? Practical material life में देख लो. Fear तो फिर भी हो सकता है. When you don't have any desire to, then you are desireless. But fear can be there for your physical well-being. I can die. Huh? When you have somebody bigger standing behind you, right? When you have a bodyguard, then you are fearless, right? So when Krishna is your bodyguard, then there is no fear. That's the only way to not have any fear. Nursing, people have bodyguards, right? And this bodyguard, if you have Narsingadev, who's a lion, guarding you, no fear. Nursing Kavach hai. No fear. You can speak anything Krishna related, not anything for your own sake. Then you are not serving Krishna if you're talking for yourself. But if you're speaking about Krishna to people, then that's okay. completely free from sex life. That is the even tougher thing to do than getting rid of fear. More pertinent for younger people because that's the age. This is a attachment or sex desire fades a little bit with age, but not necessarily. And it's very difficult to do. Very difficult to do. Of course, people are not acting out of their desire because there is limitations, right? Social limitations and all other kinds of limitations, and you can't just act any which way. But that's not the point. The point is in your head, in your mind, it is there. Yeah. Ah. Ah.
Does this translation mean that I should be free from the thought at that moment, or I shouldn't be living a sexually active life?
Yeah. This is a big topic, ma'am. So this has to be understood. The purpose of sex life has to be understood as per the Shastras. Yeah. So purpose of sex life is to produce, is to create. It's not for sense gratification. But it doesn't happen like that. And it should not be done like that also. Many times we say, people who come into Krishna consciousness, who become Krishna conscious, they just somehow may have this, that I want to control my sex desire. But if you are in a grahast ashram, and if your spouse, whether you're a man and your wife, or your wife, your husband, they're not ready for it, then you can't suddenly say, I got married and I'm in a now I'm gonna be a brahmacharini. That's not Krishna consciousness. Husband and wife are like friends, right? They're there to elevate each other, right? So you can't just go and declare one day, okay, आज मैं करके आई हूँ क्लास, या आज मैं करके आया हूँ क्लास, आज से no more, you sleep there. It doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. But as we get the understanding and as we elevate our consciousness, the need goes away. Sex is a need of body and mind. When we understand that casual, so grahast ashram banaya hi isliye gaya hai, otherwise sab log brahmachari hote. But grahast ashram has to be also controlled. It cannot be uncontrolled. Like just make your mind run wild, then it will cause problems. You've got to, it has to be regulated. There has to be a purpose for it. For men, virya, yeah, which is the seed that creates a child in the womb, it's the highest form of blood. Virya jo hai, semen, the tendency of that is to hold back. Like the tendency of blood is what? If you cut, the blood will flow and then वो जम जाएगा. Virya doesn't flow by itself. It has to be warmed to flow. It is stored as vapors in the body. So it has a tendency to hold back. And if you see brahmacharis and or brahmacharinis, उनके तेज होता है उनका. वो तेज कहाँ से आता है? Because they're holding their sex desire. And when you hold, that power connects you to Krishna. You can understand Shastras. Divya Gyan Hriday mein prakashit hota hai. This knowledge is not imparted through necessarily teaching intellectually. It arises in the heart. Krishna and Radha love arises in the heart. And Krishna Radha love cannot arise in a heart which has mindless sex in it. Because Krishna Radha also you will relate like that. When Krishna Radha is in a spiritual love, conjugal love. So your mind will not be able to understand conjugal love only. But if you are in a controlled, you grahasthashram, you're controlled, and yes, there is freedom given in the grahasthashram, right? And slowly you're progressing. Then Krishna is happy. Krishna sees your intent. That now you know what I have said in Bhagavad Gita, and you're trying to practice it. So Krishna is very benevolent. He is very soft. The description of Krishna's body is given in Brahma Samhita. It's like a rose petal, yes, like that. So in the spiritual world, what exists is love. Yeah. That love gets converted into lust in the material world. So, and through the process of Bhakti Yoga, we get back to love. And then we have our duties, right? Mother, husband, wife, son, child, father, everything. We do our duties, but we do keeping Krishna in the center, God in the center of it. What is the purpose of this? Like that. Does that answer your question, ma'am? Anything else? Yeah, mindless eating also is bad, right? Eating का भी purpose होना चाहिए. Mindless binge watching TV also is bad. Mindless anything is bad. Excess of anything is bad. As simple as that. As simple as that. For men, for boys, if they are engaging in activities, and releasing semen from the body too much, then later on in their life, they have body pain. It's proven. Then, nowadays, people say that it's wrong education given to teenagers. If you have, I don't know, but teenagers are told if you're frustrated, you should release your semen. That's what they're told. You know that? Teenagers are told that you will relax. It's a wrong training. Over a period of time, they train their mind like that. But then the side effects of it are very terrible. So we're creating a society like that. Yeah, completely free. No, completely free of sex desire, not sexual activity. You have to perform that activity to produce children, but you don't have desire. See, think about it. What is sex desire? Sex desire is uh, I have a need, body need, and I need to be. That's called sense gratification. You're gratifying your body and mind and the need of that. It's sense gratification. Then you can't attain Krishna. Then you can't attain Supreme. Supreme को attain करने के लिए you have to go above the body platform and the mental platform. So body, mind, intelligence, and then Krishna comes. You have to transcend body, bodily platform, mental platform, intellectual platform. Then you come to the spiritual platform. So if if your mind is still has that sex desire, then you're still on the body and mental platform. That's all it's saying. And you can't artificially get rid of it. Nobody can. Nobody can artificially get rid of it. You can't say, "मैंने एक class attend कर ली." No, doesn't work like that. But slowly, slowly, it does go away. It does go away. It's gone away for me. Yes.
That's why it's called Ashtanga Yoga. This cannot be done in today's world. Not possible. So we are focusing on Bhakti Yoga.
Yeah.
Ashtanga Yoga, you have to completely free from everything. Bhakti Yoga, in a restricted way, authorized way. Just like, we get a license, a driving license. So we get a license, we can drive the car. But we have to follow rules and regulations. Viva is a license. But we have to drive the car. Red light, we have to stop, we have to go. Viva. He means Vishnu, Vahan means Vahan karna. Vahan karna. तो विवाह ना जब अग्नि के हम साथ पेड़ लेते हैं तो सुना हो पता नहीं आप लोगों ने तो हमने जो मंत्र उसका मतलब क्या है तो मतलब यही होता है कि now we are taking oath together we live together for the pleasure of Vishnu we do yajna every day for the pleasure of Vishnu he says that those mantras ये पढ़ते हैं सुनते हैं सही मतलब है second license Bhakti Yoga gives a license do everything as per spiritual way.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
It's a very good verse in Chaitanya Aat Indriya Preti Vansha Tare Bali Kam Krishna Indriya Preti Iksha Dhare Prem Naam. तो अगर हम खुद की इंद्रियों की satisfaction करना चाहते हैं उसका नाम है काम which is lust and in this material world there cannot be love. A very very rare thing for the situation. और जब हम कृष्ण की इंद्रियों की प्रसन्नता की इच्छा करते हैं that is called prem. Very thin line, very thin.
Thank you, Prabhu. Very good discussion. So let's actually see a little bit more about Ashtanga Yoga, Prabhu Ji ne bola, which is very difficult. Yato yato nischalati manas chanchalam asthiram tatastato niyam yati atmani eva vasham naye. Chanchalam and asthiram. From wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. That is Ashtanga Yoga. Again, very difficult to do, not easy to do. Mind wanders. So practices are unagitated mind, no material desires, complete celibacy, lamp in windless place, habits regulated. That's why we say it is very difficult to do, not easy to do, but and this is an 8-step process. Yeah, Samadhi is the top one, which starts with yamas, external disciplines, niyam, internal disciplines, asana, postures, pranayam, breath control, pratyahar, withdrawal of senses. You can actually withdraw all of your senses. Your senses are not active anymore. Dharana, concentration, dhyan, meditative absorption, and ultimately samadhi, which is union or integration. Chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramati palavatradam tasyaham nigraham manye Vayo eva sudushkaram. The mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong, O Krishna. And to subdue it, I think, is more difficult than controlling the wind. So वहां पर बोल रहे हैं माइंड को कंट्रोल करो, फिर डिजायर को कंट्रोल करो, फिर इसको कंट्रोल करो, इसको करो. माइंड को कंट्रोल करना इतना मुश्किल है. Ah, this is beautiful. You'll see this also on the picture, the main page of Bhagavad Gita. Now you will understand the meaning of that picture. So वहां पर there are horses, chariot, Krishna is riding. So the horses are the five senses. There are five horses. They go wild, they can run wild if not under control. जो उसका चाबुक है वो है mind. And then intelligence is the rider, is the chariot, the one who's Sarthi. And then soul is riding, is like Arjuna. So when Krishna is in our intelligence, then in our consciousness, Krishna is there, then we can control the senses and the soul can reach its destination. But if the senses are under the influence of Maya, then they will go run wild any which way. Mind का कुछ पता ही नहीं, mind कब क्या बोलेगा. आज ये बोलेगा, कल वो बोलेगा. ये करो, वो करो, वो करो, ये करो. No, we don't know. That is Bhagavad Gita.
Last slide, the previous one, so very important. तो मेरा एक प्रश्न होता है कि मन को कैसे कंट्रोल किया जाए.
Yes.
मन तो बहुत मुश्किल है. तो अर्जुन ने सेम प्रश्न पूछा. अर्जुन इज आस्किंग एक्चुअली आवर क्वेश्चन कि चंचलम ही महाकृष्ण, मन बड़ा चंचल है, प्रमाथी, बलवत, दृढ़. कितने बड़े है? प्रमाथी है, बलवान है, दृढ़ है. तस्य अहम निग्रह मन्ये. मन को कंट्रोल में करना वायुरेव सुदुष्करम. वायु को तो बाणों से कंट्रोल में कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन मन को नहीं कर सकता. ठीक है ना? I cannot. I can control the mind. I can, shoot the balls. I cannot control the mind. These three things. प्रमाथी है, बलवत है, बहुत बलवान है, दृढ़ है. तो हम एक्सीडेंट है. क्या करूं? क्या करूं? है ना? प्रश्न की बात मतलब 6.35 36.
I don't know if 6.36 is here. 35 भी नहीं है, यहाँ पर नहीं है. या उसको निकाल दोगे ब्रो. बट उसका लाइफ लेसन बताया गया उसका. या श्लोक we can read. Multitasking is actually reducing our attention span. Success comes from focus, not by dividing it. Sit at one place now. Don't let your mind tell you 10,000 things. Your mind tells you need to do this, then you come do this. Now sit at one place. One place for the rest of. I can't see you. Sit at one place. Chanchal, you are perfect Chanchal. Your name, आज से तुम्हारा नाम कृष्ण नहीं, आज तुम्हारा नाम चंचल है. एक जगह बैठो जहां मैं तुमको देख सकूं. Sit at one place and you will keep sitting at that place for the rest of the lecture. Not get up. Okay? Good. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Very nice. I still can't see you. And I don't know what are you doing. Go right. Go to your left. Perfect. Sit. One place only. Don't move. Yeah, is multitasking बहुत चला था बीच में, that multitaskers are like very productive. But think about it, at one moment you can't be doing two things at one moment. So multitasking is about ability to perform multiple tasks during a period of time and the ability to switch from one task to other task. That is multitasking, rather than 10 things at the same time. You can't be doing that. Even if you're cooking 3 things at the same time, at one point in time, you are looking at one only in that moment. But multitasking, next you are doing that, next you're doing that. And to have the ability to switch your focus, yeah, in the next moment, but not in the same moment. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. It's not that bad. It needs to be controlled. Yeah. Regulated. Point. Yeah. Word regulated. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not bad. No. Distinction है. Bad में we are judging. We're not saying bad. Yeah. Ashtang Yog में. Yes. 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 Exactly. Yes. 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 Absolutely. 100%. Yeah. Yes. Bhakti marg is very different. उसमें माइंड कंट्रोल, इसमें बोल रहा है कंट्रोल करना है. भक्ति योग में कुछ और बोलेंगे. Okay, 6.35. तो यस, अभी आएगा नेक्स्ट भक्ति योगा. पहले ये समझना जरूरी है, क्योंकि द होल वर्ल्ड थिंक्स दैट इफ यू परफॉर्म sadhana, then you will get, but that's not that. Yes, bro.
आपको अपनी आंखें आधी बंद करनी है, फिर नोज की टिप पे देखना है, लेट्स सी हाउ मच यू कैन डू. ओके, स्टार्ट नाउ. आंखें आधी बंद पूरी होनी चाहिए, थोड़ी आधी बंद करनी है और टिप को भूल जाओ, ध्यान रखना. अभी आंखें और टिप को देखना ध्यान से. आंखें आधी खुली हैं, पूरी होनी चाहिए. टिप को फोकस करना है, आपको हेडेक में लग जाएगा 30 सेकंड बाद. नहीं कर सकते. Asana is not meant for it. We have to go to the Himalayas. We have to take a asana which is above the earth. बहुत सारे process कर नहीं पाएंगे Ashtanga योग. That's what we are discussing. Ashtanga योग या हमें नियम आसन ये सब करना पड़ेगा पहले, तब जाके समाधि लगेगी. Not all same. Cannot come ऐसा कि सारे आपके सेम जाएंगे. टिकट दिल्ली से चेन्नई के लिए चेन्नई ट्रेन जाएगी, यहाँ फ्लाइट जाएगी. Not go to Bombay. You can, there's a floor, 49th floor, let's say, and there's a building, 27th floor. So there is a two way to go. Left है और एक सीढ़ियाँ हैं. Obviously सीढ़ियाँ जाएंगी. But would you like to go on 27th floor with the steps? Definitely it will go. Stairs are going. But will you take?
No.
There's a simple way. Press the button, lift आएगा, एक दिन पर पहुंच जाओ. Difference है, बहुत difference है. ऐसे मंजिल सेम है, रास्ता सेम जाएगा, लेकिन बस इजी वे है. 1 second you are 27. डिफरेंस है. तो बात ये होगा, बहुत डिफरेंस. Completely free from such desires. आपने प्रश्न किया कि फूड हैबिट्स. यस, प्रश्न है से युक्त आहार विहार से युक्त कर्मसु चेष्टा. आपको आहार विहार सब कुछ रेगुलेट करना पड़ेगा. पॉइंट आता है रेगुलेट. इधर कृष्ण तो कह रहे हैं कि ये धर्म अवरुद्धो कामो अस्मि. धर्म के जो अवरुद्ध काम है वो मैं हूँ. प्लस भी मैं ही हूँ अर्जुन, लेकिन धर्म के अवरुद्ध यानी कि धर्म के जो साथ में है. If any two person, male and female, got together after marriage with proper scriptures, They take blessings of the seniors and they want to beget a child, nice child. It's not a blessing. Okay, very good. Just saying, धर्म अगर तो काम हो उसमें मैं हूँ वो, that means regulated. What is that? युक्त आहार विहार से युक्त कर्म चेतसु. आपको आहार भी, यानी कि खाना भी, विहार यानी कि मनोरंजन, ये सब रेगुलेट करना पड़ेगा. सोना भी, स्वप्न देखना भी, सब कुछ रेगुलेट करना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, that's okay.
Everything comes with proper channel.
Yeah, I'll tell you how. है, like this. Don't spam your mind. The dreams come from spamming the mind. What we consume during the day, the mind dreams at night. We say मन कंट्रोल में नहीं है, माइंड कंट्रोल में, माइंड मन कंट्रोल. मन को जो आज तक फीड किया है वही उसको पता है, उसके अलावा उसको और कुछ पता नहीं है. मन की कोई गलती नहीं है. वैसे मन को किसने बनाया है? हम ही ने तो बनाया है. हमने उसको बोला है चुगली कर, चुगली करना पसंद है, तो अब वो चुगली करता है सब जगह. अब उसको और कुछ पता ही नहीं है करना, अब उसको कुछ आता ही नहीं है, अब उसको किसी में अच्छाई देखना आता ही नहीं है. अब वो देख ही नहीं सकता अच्छाई. वो किसी को देखेगा तो उसमें उसको कमियां ही दिखेंगी. ये ऐसा है, ये ऐसी है, ऐसा है, दिखेगा ही नहीं उसको. हम ही ने ट्रेन किया उसको 25 साल, फिर हम बोलते हैं माइंड ऐसा है. So now we have to untrain to attain Krishna. Brainwashing. We have to mind washing. So what does Krishna say in 6.35? 6.37 yahan par hai. Krishna says, Shri Bhagwan Uvacha. Shri Bhagwan Uvacha means Bhagwan now is saying. Shri Bhagwan said. Okay. Shri Bhagwan Uvacha Asamshayam Mahabhaho Mano Durnigraham Chalam Abhyashena tu Kaunteya Vairagyena cha grihat Abhyasena tu Kaunteya. Abhyas and Vairagyena cha grahyate. Vairagyena is detachment. So let's read what it says. Lord Krishna said, O mighty armed Arjuna, son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb the restless mind, but it is possible by suitable practice and by detachment.
Krishna is also informing, undoubtedly it is very difficult to control.
Yeah.
But the practice, suitable practice, not just a practice, suitable practice and with detachment. Slowly can control.
So let's read the purport that Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada wrote. Purport, which is the explanation, commentary of this particular translation and shloka. The difficulty of controlling the obstinate mind as expressed by Arjuna is accepted by the personality of Godhead. But at the same time, he suggests that by practice and detachment, it is possible. What is that practice? In the present age, no one can observe the strict rules and regulations of placing oneself in a sacred place, focusing the mind on the super soul, restraining the senses and mind, observe celibacy, remaining alone, etc. But by the practice of Krishna consciousness, however, one engages in 9 types of devotional service to the Lord. The first and foremost of such devotional engagements is hearing about Krishna. This is a very powerful transcendental method for purging the mind of all misgivings. Just hearing about Krishna purges the mind of all misgivings. You don't have to control it anymore. It washes your mind of all un-Krishna consciousness things that are in your mind. Just by listening Krishna Katha. By detaching the mind from activities not devoted to the Lord, one can easily learn vairagya. Vairagya means detachment from matter and engagement of mind in spirit. Impersonal spiritual detachment is more difficult than attaining the mind to the activities of Krishna. थोड़ा ये philosophical है. Impersonal spiritual detachment is more difficult than attaching the mind to the activities of Krishna. Meaning, attaching the mind to Krishna is easier. Controlling the mind is more difficult. Just take your mind to Krishna. He will brainwash it. This attachment is called spiritual satisfaction. It is just like the feeling of satisfaction a hungry man has for every morsel of food he eats. The more one eats while hungry, Krishna said at that place, the more one eats while hungry, the more one feels satisfaction and strength. Similarly, by discharge of devotional service, one feels transcendental satisfaction as the mind becomes detached from the material objects. Once you connect your mind to Krishna, you will see the beauty of Krishna. Then your mind will actually have something new to think about from all that it has been thinking in all of these years. Right? If you go to someplace new, right? यहाँ पर ठंडा था. If we go to a beach, yeah, and there's, we're sitting in Mauritius on a catamaran cruise, right? Beautiful ocean. It's completely something new, right? You'll fall in your mind. You come back and your mind is like, wow. So if you take your mind to Krishna and you go to the temple, you see the beauty of Krishna. You eat of prasadam offered to Krishna. You read the books of Krishna. You take Krishna's name. Then, subah Mangal Aarti hoti hai, so all the five senses are engaged in Krishna. First thing is, we see Krishna from our eyes as soon as it opens. Second, we then offer karke, open karna. Then second thing is, oil offer करते हैं भगवान को और वो rub करते हैं. Last time oil लगाया था. Then your nose is there. Then you smell the flowers that is given. Then जो पानी चढ़ाया था भगवान को सर पे डालते हैं. तो your skin. So, and then you hear. So eyes, nose, ears, skin, and then you eat the prasadam. All of your senses are engaged in Krishna. You have to experience that to understand what does engaging your senses for the pleasure of Krishna means. Your senses need to experience it. सिर्फ मेरे बताने से या हमारे बताने से your senses will not get that. You may get an idea of it. It's similar to reading the menu in a restaurant versus tasting the food. So you have to go to the Mangal Aarti or go to any other Aarti, go to Shringar Aarti also. That's also okay. Over there also you can get that. But when you experience that, then you get it. Now Arjun asks one more. Arjun uvacha ayathiya shraddha yopito yogacha chalit manasah aprapya yoga samsiddhim kam gatim Krishna gacchati. The destination of unsuccessful yogi. Oh Krishna, what is the destination of the unsuccessful transcendentalist who in the beginning takes the process of self-realization with faith, but who later desists due to worldly mindedness and does not attain perfection in mysticism. Prapya punya kritam lokan usitva shashvatih sama shushchi shama shri matam gehe yoga brihasto bhijayet. The unsuccessful yogi, after many, many years of enjoyment on the planets of the pious living entities, is born into a family of righteous people or into a family of the rich aristocracy.
This is also very, very important. Somebody can ask, what if अगर मैंने इतने सारा practice किया, तो successful नहीं हो तो मेरा क्या होगा? फिर कहाँ जाऊँगा? Answer is here. करने के बाद भी you will go to first the Loka, enjoy there many years. After that, what rich families में जन्म लेगा, rich in the sense of culture, rich in the sense of this, जो रोटी कपड़ा मकान है, very well. उसको तो पता नहीं पड़ेगा, and he can focus on his spiritual practices further. Suchinam Shrimatam Dehe. Suchinam, which means the pavitra. Shrimatam, elite class. योग भ्रष्ट हो गया, योग भ्रष्ट हो गए.
Yeah.
Very important.
So yeah, we think जो हमारा अहंकार होता है ना, हमारा अहंकार makes us think that we are the doers, we are doing everything. But even today, everything that is happening, Krishna only is writing it. When you realize it, you become very free. We don't have to do anything anymore. हमारा अहंकार है जो कि हमको बताता है कि मैंने किया ये, कि हमको कुछ बताना है ना कि I did this, I did this, I did this. And in the process of just proving that I have done this, I have done this, all that we become is arrogant and egoistic. That's it. Nothing else. Krishna is not there. But when we surrender to Krishna, we actually realize Krishna has given the intelligence, Krishna is giving the food, Krishna is giving the ability, the physical ability, Krishna is giving the means, Krishna is giving the people in my life, Krishna is giving me peace of mind. This is why I'm able to perform all the activities. Plus, Krishna is giving me the ability to perform that activity as well. So everything Krishna is only giving. What am I doing on my own? Intelligence कहाँ से आई है? आपको लगता है बादाम खा के intelligence आई है? No. Intelligence, everything except for bhakti, everything is prarabdha. Even if you don't do anything, the money you're gonna you will get that money. It will come from somewhere. If nothing else, you will inherit it. Don't do anything. You will get it. जो प्रारब्ध है वो मिलेगा ही मिलेगा, और जो नहीं है वो चाहे कुछ करके भी ले लो तो चला जाएगा. Look at Ambani brothers. Both of them got same amount of money 10 years ago, whenever. Look where is one, look where the other one is. Both have same kind of advisors. They don't run the companies, right? The advisors run the companies. I'm not saying anything, about what this and that, but I'm talking about prarabdha. कुछ करने की ज्यादा, बहुत ज्यादा माथा पच्ची कर लो, तुमको बस ये लगेगा कि हाँ मैंने किया. ये मैं जो है, this is in the way of you and Krishna. I am the doer. And those people are very lost then. मैंने किया, अहम, बहुत सटल है ये. मेरा. Just walking around in life, taking. What are you doing? Taking, na? People thinking, I'm very happy. It's like devastated from inside. Yes or no? You know people like that, right? I mean, it says nicely, Krishna consciousness, all the things come to you. Life is easy in Krishna. You don't have to work very hard. You do a lot of work. I also work a lot. 12 hours a day, sometimes weekends, this, that. But effort is not required. It is all like on cruise control. Yeah. 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 Everything, yes. If you're a housewife, whatever you're doing, keep Krishna, do it for Krishna. Then you become Krishna consciousness. So if making food, make it for the pleasure of Krishna. Then the food is not just food, it is prasadam. You will see Krishna. When I say that I don't do, it doesn't require effort, is because even my office work, I do it with Krishna in the center. I do it with the principles of Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. I'm not going and doing politics and doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. And I'm not there to make money also.
Was not in the politics.
Yeah.
Into the politics.
Nahin. Krishna, if well, slowly, you'll understand that, Krishna takes care of them. ऐसा नहीं है. I manage 11 countries, right? For chocolate business, right? All of our sourcing activity, $2 billion business, $500 million we spend. I have people in 8 out of those 11 countries, my teams. So it is not that it doesn't happen, but it doesn't affect me, it doesn't bother me. It cannot affect me. Krishna is there. It's not like I don't know somebody's lying or saying something about me to somebody else. That's their thing. They'll have to pay. If they have to pay, I don't know. Maybe it is my prarabdha. Maybe I did something to somebody at one point in time and it's just coming back to me. So in the end, I'm not carrying malice for anybody in my heart. Even for those who are doing politics with me or something with me, even for them, I'm not carrying any malice in my heart. Krishna consciousness, you're Krishna conscious. Everything that is happening in your life is given by Krishna. Good, bad, ugly also. Ugly also you have to face because we've done ugly things in the past. But I'm not under any mental stress because of that. Krishna is giving even the bad that is happening in my life. People get stressed by bad, right? Good से तो कोई stress नहीं होता है. Bad से stress हो जाते हैं. क्यों हो रहा है? क्यों हो रहा है मतलब? कुछ तो रीजन होगा ना कि क्यों हो रहा है. अपने आप से तो हो नहीं रहा है. People die suddenly in people's life. क्यों हुआ ऐसा? कोई तो रीजन होगा. Find out. You find out there is everything there is a reason. We don't know. अलग बात है वो. And then, the problem is the education system doesn't provide the right knowledge in the beginning. तो लोग 50, 60, 70 की उम्र तक पहुंच जाते हैं. तो उनको लगता है क्या किया मैंने. उसके बजाय if we know this in the beginning, then we can live our life so beautifully and nicely. We also go vacations. हमारी vacations होती हैं. We go to Mayapur, वहां पर कहीं पर भी कुछ भी खा सकते हैं. The whole city is Krishna conscious. The whole city, कहीं पर भी कुछ भी खा सकते हैं. यहाँ पर हम लोग कहीं पर भी कुछ नहीं खा सकते. And all kinds of pizzas in the world. Real Italian chef making the best pizzas in the world. Real French guys, real German people doing actually baking some of the best breads in the world and the best croissants in the world and the best muffins in the world. Naturally, yeah. And it's like, and the kids go crazy over there. जाके I hire a scooter over there and जाके गंगा जी में जाकर 3 घंटे तक नहाया इन लोगों ने. My God, he and I, we did 110 dips into Ganga ji at one time. 1, 2. So we did one leg was a spring, the other leg was like a anchor. So ding, ding, I told him how to do 110. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Come out, have kulfi, have ice cream, go. Beautiful. Mayapur. Mm. 4 hours from Calcutta. So we will go maybe. Yeah.
this Krishna and
It's a combined form of Radha and Krishna. Gauranga. Gauranga is molten gold. It's the headquarters of ISKCON where, yeah, Albert Ford, who's a member of the Ford family, he's helping build the largest religious monument in the world. Not just the temple, but larger than even the Vatican. Very beautiful place.
Days of the places that once any one of you are there, once for 2 days, let everything you stay here. So ashram में रहने का हो जाता है.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. हो जाता है.
2 days के तो हो ही जाएगा. लेकिन तब बैठ कर की बात करें.
Yeah. There are people who live there and everything.
लोग वहाँ पे आते हैं. जिस लोग ने फोर्ड कंपनी का मालिक तो बना रहे हैं. Almost 1200 crore 1300 crore का बजट है. 800 crore he himself donated. 800 crore.
Because he didn't want any paint over there. So anything you see blue is blue stone. Anything you see pink is pink stone. There's no paint used in the temple. Very beautiful temple. And वहाँ पर Radha and Asht Sakhi हैं. Radha, Madhav and Asht Sakhi. Krishna, you remember Asht Sakhi's names? Indulekha. Yeah. Good. Sudevi. Chitralekha. Yeah. So, जो गोपियां हैं उनमें से जो top 8 gopis are Asht Sakhis, and then the topmost gopi is Radha. It's the conjugal love. Radha means आराधना. आराधना से राधा आया है. So like that. So, अच्छा, एक quiz. I have discussed this. What is the topmost tattva in all of the creation? Topmost tattva. Who's the topmost? What is the topmost entity in all of creation? Huh? Brahma, soul. ब्रह्मा जी को तो क्रिएट किया गया था. ब्रह्मा जी came out of Garbhodakshai Vishnu's Nabhi. Not even Krishna. You know, I know. Not even Krishna, the highest tattva in all of creation. What is it? Ether तो matter है, वो तो create किया गया, destroy हो जाता है. Yes, Krishna. No, you forgot. Okay. No. Roma Mataji, you'll miss. It's okay, I'll repeat. You can take the, I was just joking. You can take it. Highest tattva in all of creation is Radha. Highest tattva. सब लोग कृष्ण के पीछे पागल हैं. कृष्ण गोपी बन के बरसाने में जाते हैं. किसी तरीके से राधा के एक दर्शन हो जाए. एक दर्शन राधा के. Gaudiya Vaishnav Sampradaya, which is who we are, ISKCON is under Gaudiya Sampradaya. They are worshippers of Radha. लेकिन राधा रानी की वर्शिप करने के लिए बहुत प्योरिटी चाहिए. उतनी प्योरिटी है नहीं, तो राधा रानी को सीक्रेट रखा जाता है. सीक्रेट रखा. सो हरे कृष्णा में हर is actually Radha. Radha Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Radha, Sita Ram, Ram Ram, Sita. It's like that. But it is Hara Shakti hai. So Radha is internal potency of Krishna. Unki antaranga Shakti hai. From Krishna only Radha is come. But Radha is higher than Krishna. And Baharanga Shakti जो है वो माया है. Outer potency of Krishna is Maya. Okay, interesting, good discussion, huh? Radha. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu is combined form of Radha and Krishna. He appeared on this planet about 538 years ago in Chaitanya Naam. If you go to South India, Chaitanya is very common name. North India meaning, because he was born in Bengal, then he lived his life in Orissa, then he traveled in South India mostly, and then he came to Vrindavan. But all the places that he traveled, Chaitanya and Gauranga name is very common, not necessarily in North India. So we also take vacations. We have great vacations. We went to Ahmedabad in a farm. Krishna, this is fourth time your mind is changed. What do you want? You very okay, no problem. You're only 9 years old. Okay. We went to a farm. I was leading a training of some 25 brahmacharis who are area leaders in leadership and management. Sundar Gopal Prabhu was there, and it was a farm. These kids had a great time. पतंग उड़ाई इन्होंने first time in life. गायों को खिलाया for the first time in life. And then और क्या किया? पास्ता खाया वहाँ पर, पिज्जा खाया वहाँ पर, ढोकला खाया वहाँ, पात्रा खाया वहाँ पर. I had a great time, really great time. So we can have some very nice trips. Really experience yourself. You're gonna discover yourself. So falls from advanced position, advanced say spiritual family में, beginners go to heaven. Enjoy and take birth in the rich aristocratic family. जो devotees होते हैं उनको heaven से कोई लगाव नहीं होता है. Heaven भोग के लिए बना है. भोग बहुत है. Beautiful women and Madira. Bhog ke liye hai. We have no interest in that. But it is there. Heaven is there for that. And then, but you go to heaven, then heaven may also competition is there. Yeah. There's competition. To get anything, you have to be the best. Indra, who's the king of the heavens, is the most, is in trouble all the time because everybody wants his position. So he's the most threatened. So spirituality is a win-win situation always. What does it mean by win-win? Even if you're practicing spirituality and you don't attain perfection in this lifetime, in the next lifetime you start where you left off. So आपका bank account, the only thing, आपका personal bank account doesn't go into the next life, but your spiritual bank account goes into your next life. आहा हा हा. अब आ गया काम की बात आ गई. तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्च चाधिको योगी तस्मात् योगी भावार्जुना. A yogi is greater than the ascetic, greater than the empiricist, and greater than the fruitive worker. Therefore, O Arjuna, in all circumstances, be a yogi. Yahan par when Krishna is saying yogi, he is talking about bhakti yoga now. So, yogi is greater than ascetic. Ascetic is the person who's left everything and Himalaya mein baith ke bas dhyan laga raha hai. Greater than the empiricist. Empiricist is जो calculations कर रहा है ना, ध्यान लगा के भगवान को अटेन करने की कोशिश कर रहा है, एनालाइज कर रहा है भगवान को और भगवान को अटेन कर. Philosophy, all the philosophers are in this category. And then greater than the fruitive workers. Fruitive workers कौन है? Who are just earning money, name, fame. So earning money, name, fame, if that is the only thing, then आपका दायरा बहुत छोटा है. And you will maybe earn money and this and that, but you will spend a lot of energy in it, and then you will die eventually. You wouldn't have accomplished anything. Everything that you have accomplished, you leave it here. Then when you go, then the question is asked, wherever you go, what did you earn? And then you say, oh, I earned $10 billion. You say, वो तो वहां रह गया, और क्या किया तुमने? मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं था और कुछ करना है. So this is the answer. यहाँ से जब जाओगे तो वहां क्या बोलेंगे, क्या बताओगे? तो एक्चुअली वो पता ही लग जाता है, क्योंकि यहाँ से विष्णुदूत लेने आते हैं. नहीं, तो वो सब बहुत हाई फिलॉसफी हो जाता है, बट इट्स ब्यूटिफुल. Therefore, O Arjuna, in all circumstances, be a yogi. So, Karma Yoga